Good evening. Thank you. 1 year ago, I introduced my father when he declared his candidacy. In his own way, through his own sheer force of will, he sacrificed greatly to enter the political arena as an outsider, and he reversed against a field of 16 very talented competitors. For more than a year, Donald Trump has been the people's champion, and tonight he is the people's nominee. Like many of my fellow millennials, I do not consider myself categorically Republican or Democrat. Modern parties, affiliations, I vote on based on what I believe is right for my family and for my country. Sometimes it's a tough choice. That is not the case this time. As the proud daughter of your nominee, I am here to tell you that this is the moment, and Donald Trump is the person to make America great again. Really change. The courage we have not seen in decades is only going to come from outside the system, and it's only going to come from a man who spent his entire life doing what others said could not be done. My father is a fighter. When the primaries were tough and they were tough, he did what any brave leader does. He dug deeper, worked harder, got better, and became stronger. I have seen him fight for his family. I have seen him fight for his employees. I have seen him fight for his company, and now I am seeing him fight for our country. It's been the stories of his life and more recently the spirits of his campaign. It's also a prelude to reaching the roads that unites us when this party is made still this country knows what it is like to win again. If it is possible to be famous and yet not really well known, that's just right, the father who raised me. In the same office in Trump Towers, when we now work together, I remember lay on the floors of my mother's desk, contrasting many trades of buildings with Legos and decorative sets, while he did the same with contrast, steel, and glass. My father taught my siblings and me the importance of positive values and a strong ethical compass. He showed us how to be resilient, how to deal with challenges, and how to strive for excellence in all that we do. He taught us that there's nothing we cannot accomplish if we marry vision and passion with an endurance work ethic. One of my father's greatest talents is the ability to see potentials in people before they see it in themselves. It was like that for us growing up. He taught us that potential vanishes into nothing without effort, and like him, we each had a responsibility to work not just for ourselves, but for the betterment of the world around us. Over the years, on too many occasions to count, I saw my father tell stories of the newspaper about people whom he has never met, or who were facing some injustice or hardship. He writes a note to his assistants in a signature placed with tip pen, and requests that the person be found and invited to Trump Tower to meet with him. He would talk to them, and then roll upon its extensive networks to find them a job or get them a wreck. And they would leave his office, so we would so often do after having been with Donald Trump, feeling that life could be great again. Throughout my entire flight, I have witnessed a hate empathy and generosity towards us, especially those who are suffering. It is just his way of being in your corner when you are down. My father not only has the strength and ability necessary to be our next president, but also the kindness and compassion that will enable him to be the leader that he continues. My father has a sense of fairness, the touches every conviction he holds. I worked alongside of him for now more than a decade now at the Trump organization, and I see how he operates as a leader, making important decisions that shape careers and that change lives. I've learned a lot about the world. When working construction just by his side. When run properly, construction sites are true meritocracies. Competence in the building trades is easy to spot, and incompetence is possible to hide. These sites are also incredible melting spots, gathering people from all walks of life and uniting them to work towards a single mission. There have been many of breakfast and energy on my father's job sites, and long before it was commonplace, you also saw women. My father values talent. He recognizes real knowledge and skills when he first. He is qualified and gender neutral. He hires the best persons for the job, period. Words and promises. No matter how visionary they sound, will only get you so far. In our business, you're not a builder unless you got a business to suffer it. Or in my father's case, she is less. Most people strive their entire lives to achieve success in a single industry. My father has succeeded in many on the highest levels and on a global scale. One of the reasons he has spread as an entrepreneur is because he listens to everyone. Billionaires and executives don't usually ask the people doing the work for the opinions of the work. My father is an exception, and everyone in his presence will see him talking to the shopper, the painter, and the engineers and the electricians. He asks them for the feedback if they think something should be done differently or could be done better. When Donald Trump is in charge, all the case is ability, efforts, and excellency. This has long been a philosophy of the Trump organization. At my father's company, there are more females than female executives. Women are paid equality for the work that we do, and when a woman becomes a mother, she is supported, not shut out. Women represent 46% of the total U.S. labor force, and 40% of American households have female primary breadwinners. In 2014, women made 83 cents for every dollar made by a man. Single women with children earn 94 cents for each dollar earned by men, whereas married orders made only 77 cents. As researchers have noted, gender is no longer the factor creating the greatest wage discrepancy in this country in motherhood is. As president, my father will stress the labor force that would put into place at the women a significant portion of the workforce, and he will focus on making quality child care affordable and accessible for all. As a mother myself of 3 young children, I know how hard it is to work while raising a family, and I also know that I'm far more fortunate than most. American families need relief. Policies that allow women with children to ride through not to be novelties should be the norm. Politicians talk about wage equality, but my father has made it a practice as a communist throughout his entire career. He will fight for equal space for equal work, and I will fight for this too, right alongside of him. American today needs an economy that permits people to rest again. A Trump presidency will turn the economy around and restore the place American tradition of giving each new generation hope for brighter opportunities than those of the generation that came before. Under Trump, you have a candidate who knows the difference between waiting something done and making it happen. When my father says that he will build a tower, keep an eye on the skyline. Floor by floor, a soaring structure will appear, usually rare, corsetting in its height, and iconic it is desired. Give people a heart to do real work. Vision becomes reality. When my father says that he will make America reap a rest, he will deliver. We have a chance this year to claim our heritage as countries that dreams big and make the impossible happen. Fortunately, Donald Trump is incapable of thinking small. When I was young, my father always told me, Ivaka, if you're going to be thinking anyway, you might as well think big. As restaurants, my father will take on the boats and water past. He will be unafraid to shape the growth, and he will be relentless in his determination to achieve them. To people all over America, I say, when you have my father in your corner, you will never again have to worry about being let down. He will fight for you all the time, on the way, every time. Maybe it's the developer's him, but no judge cannot stand to see empty main streets and borders of factories. He can bear the injustice of college graduates who are driven by student debt and mothers who can afford the cost of the career to return to rest together the lives of their families. All the politicians see the hardships, see the unfairness of it all, and they say, I feel for you. Only my father will say, I will fight for you. The hard-working men and women of this country identify with my father. He is tough and he is persevering. He is honest and he is true. He is an optimist and he is a relentless believer in America and all of her potential. He loves his families and he loves his country with his heart and his soul. Politicians are to be judged by their promises, not their results. I ask you to trust my father by his results. Judge his value by those he instills in his children. Judge his competency by the towers he built, the communities he founded, and the 10,000 jobs he created. He is the single most qualified person to serve as the chief executive of an 18 trillion economy. My fathers will come among the best and brightest people, from all spheres of industries and both sides of the aisles, a new set of thinkers to face our country's existing and future problems with fresh perspective and fresh new solutions. Come January 17, all things will be possible again. We can hope and dream and think big again. No one has more faith in the American people than my father. He will be your righteous, your truest, and your most loyal champion. This is a fighter that does you have to earn your nominees in ways no one expected. This moment in the flag of our country has defined mission and given to an extraordinary man. He is ready to see it all the way through to please to every man and every woman of every background in every part of this great country to earn your trust and to earn your vote. He urged that and much more from me a long time ago. I've loved and respected him my entire life, and I could not be more proud tonight to present to you and to all Americans my father. and our next president, Donald J. Trump.